Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So the story about George Santos' mom keeps unraveling. There's also bizarre lies that have surfaced, new bizarre lies, including one about Santos lying to a boyfriend about a vacation. And here's the thing I really want to tread lightly on is the story about his mom. Because losing your mom is a devastating, painful experience. No one's questioning whether or not his mom passed, right? The question is, was her death related to 9/11? The more reports that come out, the more reporters dig into the story, the answer appears to be no. According to Rolling Stone news outlet, advocacy groups and legal firms that manage the cases of September 11th victims, meaning those who survived the terrorist attacks but who suffered health issues, those organizations say they have no record of Santos' mom ever filing a claim or taking part in a lawsuit due to 9/11 and any related illness. In addition, Rolling Stone couldn't locate any employment record that corroborates his claim that his mother was in or even near the Twin Towers when they were attacked. And the founder and president of a 9/11 first responder advocacy group, it's an organization called Feel Good Foundation. He told the Rolling Stone that he conducted a, quote, extensive search, and he reached out to all of his contacts who had helped victims of 9/11. They found nothing. So his name is John Feal, Feal is how it's spelled. And Feal told Rolling Stone, quote, he's lying. Nobody can verify it. The 9/11 community, while some are Republican and some are Democrat, at the end of the day, they always usually band together on something like this. And he said, quote, there's a lot of people disgusted by this. Rolling Stone also reviewed his mother's social media posts, and they found, quote, no references to the 9/11 attacks, commemorative posts, or references to the cause of her cancer diagnosis in the course of her treatment. The next new lie to surface about Santos is about his so-called investment properties. We all knew he lied about owning a bunch of real estate, but now the owner of a local Long Island news outlet says that Santos once had a home builder drive him around Long Island, and he told this home builder that there were these various mansions, like he would point out these various mansions to this guy and claim to own them, and he said he wanted to renovate them. But the builder got suspicious because Santos wouldn't allow him inside of any of these properties. And Santos said, oh, we can't go in because I have tenants that are renting right now. And that is true, right? You can't, as a landlord, you can't just show up unannounced and enter a property. But you typically have a clause written into a lease agreement that states, okay, I'll give you 24 hours or 48 hours notice if I want to enter the property for some reason other than an emergency. So you would think, if you're taking the time to go drive around with a contractor to show him homes that you want to rehab, you would make sure that you've given your tenants proper notice so you could get them inside so you can look at the entire property. And other news outlets have spoken to some of Santos' old friends, and they tell similar stories about him. One said that Santos would always brag about his family's wealth. So the friend would question, like, okay, well, then why is your mom cleaning houses for a living? So it sounds like Santos didn't just start making up stories to further his political career. It seems like it's something that's been going on for quite some time, which leads me to the newest revelations about a former boyfriend. A man named Pedro Villarva has come forward. He says that he started dating Santos when he was 18 and Santos was 26. But Villarva claims that the relationship kind of soured and eventually ended because of Santos' lies. Villarva alleges that Santos surprised him with a trip to Hawaii at one point. Sounds nice. However, Santos never actually purchased any tickets. It was all fake. He says he also believes that Santos stole his cell phone at one point and pawned it. And Villarva says that Santos also lied to him about working at Citigroup as an investor. But Villarva said to the journalist, quote, he used to say he would get money from Citigroup. He was an investor. One day it's one thing, one day it's another thing. He never actually went to work. I would be scared to have someone like that in charge, having so much power in his hands. So, New York Democrat Richie Torres has drafted a new bill. It's called the Santos Act, and it would require candidates to disclose certain information under oath so that if they lie, they can be held accountable. And the Santos Act stands for Stop Another Non-Truthful Office Seeker. And last but not least, the Brazilian authorities say that they're reopening their check fraud case against Santos. So a Brazilian prosecutor said that they had put the case on ice because they didn't know where he was. They just couldn't locate him. So they're reviving the investigation in the case, and they said that they're going to ask the U.S. Justice Department to notify Santos about the charges. Apparently, that's a necessary step before they proceed with the case, which they said they're going to do it with or without him. And they have a written confession from him. Evidently, he communicated with the man from whom he stole. And this was on social media, on some social media app. They didn't specify which one, but apparently Santos wrote to him and he said that he knew he, quote, screwed up, and he promised the man that he would repay him. So this was many years ago. He's had a lot of opportunities to repay this man, by the way. So anyway, guys, when and if I hear more, I'll let you know. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate. Appreciate it so much. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.